Hello students, once again I welcome you in class 6 English. Now we all know that this is our term 1 syllabus is going on and this is our second chapter of term 1. Now I had already taught you fourth chapter, that is our second unit, and this is our third unit. The name of the unit is people. And in this unit, this is our first chapter, chapter number 5, a view from the top. Now, I told you that what is in this chapter, right? In this chapter, we will learn about Bachendri Pal's experience when she climbed Mount Everest in 1984. Second thing, it is an interview, that is taken by an interviewer, right? And the questionnaire, see here the questionnaire that interviewer framed, that which types of questions he asked to Bachendri Pal and how did Bachendri Pal reply to him. In this chapter, whatever the question asked by is asked by the interviewer to Bachendri Pal, and the proper manner she replied also. Even the new things also I will teach you from this chapter, that we have to, it means when we decide our aim, that we have to focus on our aim and we have to always work towards our aim. Now in your 7th chapter, that there is one chapter name is the Spirit of Youth, that you will learn in 7th standard, and in this chapter Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam delivered one speech in front of the Indian school student in the Gulf nation, and that time he told to that student that when we had decide our goal, that it means we have to we have to follow 4 steps. That first step is that we have to decide our before the age of 20. Then second step, work hard towards that goal. Third, acquire knowledge. And fourth, whatever the problems we are facing to our goal, we should face it and we took advantages from that problems. Now these things, same Bachendri Pal also, these 4 steps also Bachendri Pal followed in her life. Now first 2 questions that I taught you already, that she climbed Mount Everest on 23rd May 1984, and she was the first woman who climbed the Mount Everest, right, as from the India. And we all know that Mount Everest, it is the highest peak in the world, and she says all these things in her book, that is Everest, My Journey to the Top, and that was her dream, that she want to climb Mount Everest and she want to become a first Indian woman who climbed the Mount Everest. And then the questionnaire also says that as a first Indian woman who climbed the Mount Everest, so how did she feel? And she says that it was the hardly enough space where she climbed, right? Where she climbed on the peak of the mountain, and we all know that it's not a flat area; it is a pointing area. So there is not enough space to standing on that area, and it was the vertical drop of the thousands of meters. And what did she do? That first of all, she keep herself very safe with the help of ice axe into the snow. And first of all, she was feeling, her feeling was to one of the devotion. Devotion means, I told you, that feeling of spirituality and holiness. And then after, she sat on her knees and kissed the Mount Everest, which is a crown of the peak. And then after, he asked her which types of difficulties she faced when she climbed the Mount Everest, and she says that it was challenging when we reached to the summit, because there is not a what we can say is that there is a rock, stone rocks. It is a snowy rock and very frozen slopes, sometimes brittle like a glass. It is hard but brittle like a glass. We have to put a step very carefully. If we will miss any steps, might be you will fall down and you will get dead also. And she says that it was the ridge with the sheer drop either one side, and it was the vertical rock face, so becomes the slightly easier because the snow is softer and the slope is not steep. Now these two things I taught you in the previous lecture. Now the third question is that it sounds very difficult indeed. You must have gone through a lot of training. Is there anything special that you had to do? See, the question is what? It sounds very difficult indeed. You say that it's very difficult, right? You must have gone through a lot of training, right? So you climbed the Mount Everest. During that time, you took a lots of training. Is there anything special that you had to do? And which types of training or which are the special trainings that you had taken for your achievement? And yes, it is the right thing that when we want to climb the Mount Everest or any other mountain, we should take the special training. So she says that I had done several courses in mountaineering before. Now mountaineering, it means what? The sports of climbing mountain, it's known as a mountaineering. So what had she done? So she had done several courses of mountaineering when she climbed the Mount Everest. Before she had done lots of courses of mountaineering. I had learned the techniques of rock climbing, rappelling, that is coming down a high vertical rock face with the help of rope, different camping methods and safe way of crossing mountain rapids. So what had she learned? So she learned different techniques during that time. Which types of the technique? So rock climbing. First of all, she learned rock climbing. Rappelling. Now rappelling means what? Rappelling means what? That we know that sometimes the mountaineers who climb the mount or climb the rock, that time they have to make two types of rock, elastic type of rock, and they have to make the cliff, vertical cliff, and they have to tie it on their waist, and then after they started to climb the rock, so it will easy for them that they reach the peak. So it is known as rappelling. That is coming down a high vertical rock face with the top of the rock, right? It is a coming down the vertical rock face with the help of a rope, different camping methods and safe way to crossing mountain rapids. And even she also took the different camping methods also, right? She learned about the different camping methods and safe way of the crossing mountain rapids. Now rapids means what? The parts of the river, right? Some mountains who are between that path there is a river is passing. Now the mountains who are situated near the river. That time she also crossing the mountains rapid above on the river. So I was very excited when I was chosen for the Everest 84 team, right? So why was Bachendri Pal very excited? Because he was very excited. Why? Because she was chosen for the Everest, right? In 84 team members. Now 84 team, it is in her team there is 84 members, and among them she was only one as a selected as a participants. But I knew that the training would be very tough. So what did she know? So she know that the training is very tough. Why? Because we had to climb nearly 600 meters every day with a lot of 12 or to 15 kilograms on our backs. So how much had they to climb every day? So they have to climb, or here we can ask the how many meters had they to climb every day. So these two types of questions we can ask it, how much had they or how many meters had they to climb every day. So they climbed every day at least 600 meters, and also says that they had to take how much weight? So every day they had to take or a load of 12 to 15 kilograms on our backs. It means on their backs. See this thing. 12 to 15 kilograms weight every day they had to take on her back. Sorry, they had taken on her back. Even we spent hours in gymnasiums every day. So where did they spend most of the time every day? So they are spent their time in gymnasium or gym. Swimming and jogging help build up our stamina and improve lung functioning as the air in the thin at high altitudes. See that? Stamina means strength of our body and our mind to fight tiredness, and it is a compulsory. Our sports persons who need a compulsory stamina. If they had not stamina, he or she is not a sports person. So they need a compulsory stamina in their body and even their mind. So what did the help to them for their stamina? So swimming and jogging, right? Helped build up their stamina and improving lung functioning as the air thin at the high altitude. And we all know that when we climb the Mount Everest and when we reach at such a point of the highland, that time the air become a thin. It means the layer of the air is become a thin, and it is a difficulty for to taking a breath, because we cannot take the thin oxygen as a breath. So they need what? Oxygen cylinder. So these things, stamina, jogging and swimming, it is a help to them, because we all know that when we are swimming into the river, right? So we had to stop our breath several minutes. So when we climb the Mount Everest, same times we had to take a break or we have to stop our breath for a several minutes. When you are walking, when you are jogging, when you are running, what happens? The breath turns to the very fast. The breath takes an in. It means exhalation and inhalation. Its the speed is very fast. So we should control it. So it is help to them build their stamina. And of course, we had to eat a special protein-rich foods, plenty of milk, grains, and sugars. So, what had they? Sorry, here not taken. What had they taken in their food? So they had taken in their food what? Protein-rich foods like plenty of milk, grains and sugar. So here our third question is over. Now fourth question is that you must have a great interest in mountaineering to have gone through these kinds of thorough training, right? So it must have been dangerous too. So the interview says that you told that it is your great interest into the mountaineering and you have to gone through the different kinds of thorough training. So it must be dangerous also. So she says that yes, there are dangers. The trainings are also dangerous. Why? Because in fact we had a frightening experience before the final ascent to the Mount Everest. So ascent means the process of going up. So what had they do for the final process? So they have to do what? They have to frightening experiences right before the final ascent of the Mount Everest. So they are not directly climb the Mount Everest. Before the climbing the Mount Everest, they have to try to climb the small rocks, and they have to try to remove from their mind, because if they are frightened, he or she could not climb the Mount Everest. So it was the process to frightening experiences. We had two frightening experiences before the final ascent of to the Mount Everest. We were at a camp when it was struck by an avalanche. Avalanche means what? A large mass of snow and ice crashing down to the side of the mountain. There is a large mass of the snow and ice. They have to crashing down from the mountain. And says that when we do this kind of thing, almost everyone in the team was hurt. All the 84 out of 84 were hurt by this avalanche. It means there is a big rock or the snow rock fall down from their camp. I was buried under the hardened snow and a team member had to dig through the snow to rescue me. See this thing. What did happen with Bachendri Pal? So, what happened with her? So, she was buried under, she had buried under hardened snow. Hardened snow, it means what? There is a hard snow. And she had buried under that snow. And also says that while this is a very dangerous experience for her also, because some rock fall down, there is a hard snow, and she was buried under the snow. Might be the team member knows that she is here, that's why it is help to her. Otherwise, no one knows where is she. So, and says that the team member had dig through the snow to rescue me, and because of the team member rescue her. So how had she saved by the team member? So the team member, what did the team member do? To dig through the snow to rescue her. Digging the snow and rescue her. Says that I had a big bump on my head. Big bump. She has a big bump on her head, and which was quite painful. And it is quite painful. Yes, it is obviously when there's something throwing on your head, some stone, or when you're attacked by your younger brothers, and when he or she is hit. Now what happened? It was bump on your head. She had a big bump on her head, and which had quite painful. Rescue teams from the other camps helped to move the injured to the hospital for treatment. So who helped to move the injured to the hospital? So another rescue teams were there. So they came and helped to move the injured to the hospitals for their treatment. But despite the pain, instead of her pain, what did she do? I choose not to return with the rescue teams. So she had chosen what? She had chosen to climb her expedition, to move forward her expedition. She had not returned with the rescue team. And I wanted to continue with the expedition. And now expedition means what? To journey, to continue the journey. I remember my team leader saying how gusty I was, choosing not to return with the rescue teams. Now gusty means what? Brave. My team members or my team leader says that you are too much brave girl, right? You don't want to reach to your camp, and you had not been choosing to return home or returning the camp, but to continue climbing the Mount Everest. And new question is, and because you did, you could fulfill your dream. So Bachendri, how did you get interested in the mountaineering? He says that you could fulfill your dreams also. So how did you interest in mountaineering? So Bachendri Pal says that I grew up in hills of Garhwal. Now where did she grow? So she grew in the hills of Garhwal. As a child, I loved to go on long treks. So what did she love as a child? So she loved to go on long treks. She often explored. Explored means what? Unwillingly path. She often explored to woods and hill slopes alone. It means she climbed on the hills and climbed the trees also. I was quite independent and fearless. She was very quite independent and fearless also. In school, I loved to take part in sports and other outdoor activities. She loved into the sports. She has interested in sports and outdoor activities. Even her parents always encouraged in her interest in the games, and they were also very proud on her when she had come home with the prize. She says that when she had come with the prize at home, her parents also felt proud. She says that my elder brother always advised my younger brother Raju to take part in outdoor activities like mountaineering. Her younger brother always gave an advice to her younger brother. Now she has a two brother, younger and elder. So her elder brother always gave advice to Bachendri's younger brother. His name is Raju, and says that to take part in outdoor activities, and this made her very angry. And she says that why only Raju? Why can't I take up mountaineering? I would ask. Why could not I take up the mountaineering? Why did you give always advice to Raju? Because he is a boy, and this furious, she became very furious, and she always asks this question to her elder brother. So students, here I complete the second part of our video. I hope you understand very well. Next time we will meet soon. Thank you.